Hello, YouTube.
Hi,
Jim and Allie here.
I'm Allie.
And you ready for this, everybody?
Yes.
It's just been announced. We are amongst the most influential,
Influential,
powerful,
powerful,
and fastest growing
fastest growing
power couple on all of YouTube.
power couple of all of YouTube. I messed that part.
All of it,
All
not just a portion of it, right? So thank you, subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, please do so and hit the bell and do all this stuff because we appreciate it. As a token of our appreciation, you know what we're giving you today?
5 minutes of fitness and
And nutrition.
nutrition.
Yeah, we're giving them 5 minutes on the topic of nutrition. So here's how it works. We do these 5 minute chats. After the intro, Allie's got her timer there. I call it a stopwatch. She calls it a timer. She's going to hit start on the timer and it's going to count backwards from 5 minutes. And that's the maximum amount of time we have.
We introduce our guest.
So, yeah, can people see Rascal? Rascal, are you on camera? Hey, baby. So that's Rascal. Yep, it sure is. So that's Rascal, and she's going to join us for our talk. So you ready to hit start?
I am.
Okay, go.
All right, we're rolling.
So we're giving them 5 unscripted minutes on our views on nutrition. So here's kind of our backstories, okay? I'm 53. Allie's not. Um, and we are both in the best shape physically of our lives.
Yes.
And it's largely, well, anybody that's gotten themselves in is strong, they're strong, fit, and capable, have trained and dialed in nutrition.
Yes, 1,000%.
And we want to focus this 5 minutes on the nutrition aspect of our health.
Okay.
So I would say, I'm going to just throw some random things out there. I'd love your thoughts. There are 2 scales that I recommend people have in their lives. One of them weighs their body.
Yep.
And I don't think they should be too obsessed with that or jumping on it too often.
Throw it away.
The other scale is a food scale, and it's about yay big. It may be 8 inches by 8 inches, and they're about $15. And they weigh your portions of food, and that is the most important scale in your life.
That's my favorite thing. I think it doesn't matter what that scale says. It doesn't matter what your gene size is. It matters how much weight you can lift in the gym. That's the only number you should obsess about.
Yeah, I agree with that because as we're building strength and understanding our portions and things, we understand that we're dialing in our health and we're going to see those in the non-scale victories. And most non-scale victories, although the gym's important, and you know what? Just tune in. I'm sure we'll do a 5 minutes on strength training and movement. But today, just focusing on nutrition, I'm going to give the audience a few thoughts of mine on nutrition, some hacks maybe. And if you've got anything to add, I would love that because you are the expert and you've taught me. But I know one of the things that's changed for me is I log everything that I eat
Yes.
into an app called MyFitnessPal. Now, they don't sponsor us. We're not plugging them.
But if they wanted to, that's cool.
Call us. Text us, however people communicate.
Oh my gosh.
So what we do is I like to say if it goes in my face, it goes in the app.
Yep.
So I know exactly what my macros and calories are. So I enter in, here's what I'm having for breakfast. And I know throughout the day, here's where I'm at for calories and here's where I'm at for protein, because that's really what I care about. I don't look at the other macros too much. I'm interested in hitting 200 grams of protein and 2,000 calories. Now, if you're really serious at this point in your journey on weight loss,
Oh,
sorry, Rascal. If you're serious about weight loss, we could have a talk and figure out exactly how to dial in your calories. But a great benchmark is stay at 1,500 calories, get 150 grams of protein in your diet a day. Well, how do you know that? You use MyFitnessPal.
yeah.
Drink a gallon of water a day. And if you're not doing that, work your way up to it. I like to train people to drink more water tomorrow than they did today.
Yeah,
And then we'll work our way up. But a gallon of water has changed both of our lives.
for sure. And something that I am really mindful when I do eat is eating in volume. So you can go to McDonald's and get like a Big Mac and a large fry and a Diet Coke, and it's, 2,000 calories maybe. Or you can meal prep at home and get twice as much food for less of the amount of calories.
Yeah, you can do a lot of 400 calorie meals and you'll be so full when you walk away from it, you won't
Yeah,
believe it.
and so that's what's been a game changer is eating in volume, and then you're not hungry as often. And so just being really mindful of the ingredients that you're putting in your body and to listen to your hunger cues. The not eating for, 7 hours is just not going to work.
Yeah. A couple more things that I want to encourage the audience in, especially those who aren't really sure how to get started. Get away from processed foods.
Yep.
Eat real food. I like to teach people eat food that they talked about in the Bible and eat food that existed 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And things that last on your shelf for years shouldn't be in your body.
Yeah. Anything you can make at home is
Yeah,
a win.
100%. So I think that's an important element in trying to dial in your nutrition. The other thing that's been very life giving for me is I do a fast every day. I like to consume in about 10 hours. So I like to eat between about 8 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yep.
Then from 6 p.m. until 8 a.m., that's 14 hours. So I'm going 14 hours with no food each day. And I'm consuming my 2,000 ish calories in a 10-hour window. So I am never hungry. If anything, it's tough to get to that calorie level.
Yeah, we had to work hard at that.
Yeah, so that's been the biggest difference. Eat clean, whole foods, know your calories, know your macros, get a food scale, drink a gallon of water, or at least work your way up to it. Stay away from processed crap, stay away from fast food, make good, sensible choices, and you're going to be on your way. We're at 5 minutes later.